Have you ever claimed to be a U.S. citizen in writing or in any other way? Have you ever registered to vote in any federal, state, or local election in the United States? Have you ever voted in any federal, state, or local election in the United States? Do you now have, or did you ever have, a hereditary title or any other order of nobility in a foreign country? Have you ever been declared legally incompetent or been confined to a mental institution? Do you owe any overdue federal, state, or local taxes? Have you ever not filed a federal, state, or local tax return since you became a permanent resident? Have you called yourself a non-U.S. resident on a federal, state, or local tax return since you became a permanent resident? Have you ever been a member of, involved in, or in any way associated with any organization, association, fund, foundation, party, club, society, or similar group in the United States or in any other location in the world? Have you ever been a member of, or in any way associated, either directly or indirectly, with the Communist Party, any other totalitarian party, or terrorist organization? Have you ever advocated, either directly or indirectly, the overthrow of any government by force or violence? Have you ever persecuted, either directly or indirectly, any person because of race, religion, national origin, membership in a particular social group, or political opinion? Between March 23, 1933 and May 8, 1945, did you work for or associate in any way, either directly or indirectly, with the Nazi government of Germany, any government in any area, 1, occupied by, 2, allied with, or 3, established with the help of the Nazi government in Germany, or any Nazi, German, or SS military unit, paramilitary unit, self-defense unit, vigilante unit, citizen unit, police unit, government agency or office, extermination camp, concentration camp, prisoner of war camp, prison, labor camp, or transit camp? Were you ever involved in any way in any of the following? A. Genocide. B. Torture. C. Killing or trying to kill someone. D. Badly hurting or trying to hurt a person on purpose. E. Forcing or trying to force someone to have any kind of sexual contact or relations. Or F. Not letting someone practice his or her religion. Were you ever a member of, or did you ever serve in, help, or otherwise participate in any of the following groups? A. Military unit. B. Paramilitary unit, a group of people who act like a military group but are not part of the official military. C. police unit, D, self-defense unit, E, vigilante unit, a group of people who act like the police but are not part of the official police, F, rebel group, G, guerrilla group, a group of people who use weapons against or otherwise physically attack the military, police, government, or other people, H, militia, an army of people not part of the official military, or I, insurgent group, a group that uses weapons and fights against a government. Were you ever a worker, volunteer, or soldier, or did you otherwise ever serve in any of the following? A, prison or jail, B, prison camp, C, detention facility, a place where people are forced to stay, D, labor camp, a place where people are forced to work, or E, any other place where people were forced to stay. Were you ever part of any group, or did you ever help any group, unit, or organization that used a weapon against any person or threatened to do so? If yes, when were you part of this group, or when you helped this group, did you ever use a weapon against another person? If yes, when were you part of this group, or when you helped this group, did you ever tell another person that you would use a weapon against this person? Did you ever sell, give, or provide weapons to any person, or help another person sell, give, or provide weapons to any person? If yes, did you know that this person was going to use the weapons against another person? If yes, did you know that this person was going to sell or give the weapons to someone who was going to use them against another person? Did you ever receive any type of military, paramilitary, a group of people who act like a military group but are not part of the official military, or weapons training? Did you ever recruit, ask, enlist, sign up, conscript, require, or use any person under the age of 15 to serve in or help an armed force or group? Did you ever use any person under the age of 15 to do anything that helped or supported people in combat? If any of items number 22 through 28 apply to you, you must answer yes, even if your records have been sealed, expunged, or otherwise cleared. You must disclose this information even if anyone, including a judge, law enforcement officer, or attorney, told you that it no longer constitutes a record, or told you that you do not have to disclose this information. Have you ever committed, assisted in committing, or attempted to commit a crime or offense for which you were not arrested? Have you ever been arrested, cited, or detained by any law enforcement officer, including any and all immigration officials or the U.S. Armed Forces, for any reason? Have you ever been charged with committing, attempting to commit, or assisting in committing a crime or offense? Have you ever been convicted of a crime or offense? Have you ever been placed in an alternative sentencing or rehabilitative program? In other words, diversion, deferred prosecution, withheld adjunction, or deferred adjunction? Have you ever received a suspended sentence, been placed on probation, or been paroled? If yes, have you completed the probation or parole? Have you ever been in jail or in prison? If yes, how long were you in jail or prison? If you answered yes to items 23 through 28, complete the following table. Answer item number 30 through 46. If you answer yes to any of these questions, except item 37 and 38, include a written explanation on an additional sheet of paper and provide any evidence to support your answer. Number 30. Have you ever A. been a habitual drunkard, B. been a prostitute, or procured anyone for prostitution, C. sold or smuggled controlled substances, illegal drugs, or narcotics, D. been married to more than one person at the same time, E. married someone in order to obtain an immigration benefit, F. helped anyone to enter or try to enter the United States illegally, G. gambled illegally or received income from illegal gambling, H. failed to support your dependents or to pay alimony, I. made any misrepresentation to obtain any public benefit from the United States. Number 31. Have you ever given any U.S. government official any information or documentation that was false, fraudulent, or misleading? (32) Have you ever lied to any U.S. government official to gain entry or admission into the United States or to gain immigration benefits while in the United States? (33) Have you ever been removed, excluded, or deported from the United States? (34) Have you ever been ordered removed, excluded, or deported from the United States? (35) Have you ever been placed in removal, exclusion, rescission, or deportation proceedings? (36) Are removal, exclusion, rescission, or deportation proceedings, including administratively closed proceedings, currently pending against you? (37) Have you ever served in the U.S. Armed Forces? (38) Are you currently a member of the U.S. Armed Forces? (39) If you are currently a member of the U.S. Armed Forces, are you scheduled to deploy overseas, including to a vessel, within the next 3 months? (40) If you are currently a member of the U.S. Armed Forces, are you currently stationed overseas? (41) Have you ever been court-martialed, administratively separated, or disciplined, or have you received an other than honorable discharge while in the U.S. Armed Forces? (42) Have you ever been discharged from training or service in the U.S. Armed Forces because you were an alien? (43) Have you ever left the United States to avoid being drafted in the U.S. Armed Forces? (44) Have you ever applied for any kind of exemption from military service in the U.S. Armed Forces? (45) Have you ever deserted from the U.S. Armed Forces? (46) Are you a male who lived in the United States at any time between your 18th and 26th birthday? This does not include living in the United States as a lawful non-immigrant. Answer item number 47 through 53. If you answer no to any of these questions, include a written explanation or an additional sheet of paper and provide any evidence to support your answer. (47) Do you support the Constitution and form of government of the United States? (48) Do you understand the full oath of allegiance to the United States? (49) Are you willing to take the full oath of allegiance to the United States? (50) If the law requires it, are you willing to bear arms on behalf of the United States? (51) If the law requires it, are you willing to perform non-combatant services in the U.S. Armed Forces? (52) If the law requires it, are you willing to perform work of national importance under civil direction? Number 53. At your naturalization ceremony, are you willing to give up any inherited title or order of nobility that you have in a foreign country?